from both sides of the aisle today. What are they saying?
Well, Cuddy, good evening. This heinous act of political violence has leaders condemning the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. We are hearing from Mayor Adams to President Biden, who addressed the nation from the Oval Office tonight.
My fellow Americans,
President Joe Biden calling for an independent review to determine how a would-be assassin shot former President Donald Trump within an inch of his life.
we must not go down this road in America.
The Secret Service security posture for both presumptive nominees now enhanced as directed by the current president. The two men briefly spoke on the phone following the shooting. President Biden calling for the nation to unite and not speculate on the shooter's motivation.
But politics must never be a literal battlefield, and God forbid, a killing field.
Republicans on Staten Island echoing that bipartisan call to use ballots, not bullets, for political favor. City Council Minority Leader Joe Borelli is a delegate headed to the Republican National Convention.
Get in the fray. Run for office. Support candidates. Advocate for those with different opinions. That's how we handle our differences in the United States of America.
Despite being outside the security perimeter, the Secret Service and FBI now looking into how the gunman was able to get onto an adjacent rooftop within 150 yards of former President Trump. Some lawmakers, like the Bronx's Richie Torres, calling it a security failure. The special agent in charge of the Pittsburgh field office of the FBI says it's surprising the gunman was able to fire off shots.
There's going to be a long investigation into exactly what took place and how the individual was able to get access to the location.
Late Sunday afternoon, Mayor Eric Adams and Reverend Al Sharpton, together with faith leaders, calling for calm in the wake of the attempted assassination.
We denounce it from his hometown. We will fight on the issues, but we will not fight about having the safety.
Political violence is not how we settle, how we peacefully transfer power in this.
As you see there, those local leaders pledging to dial down their political rhetoric in the wake of all of this. And I asked Mayor Adams about his personal security and whether he intended to carry his own licensed firearm now. He told me that he and his NYPD team are still assessing any changes to the security posture at hand. Kaidi?
Anthony, there are so many calling this shooting a security failure, and members of Congress are demanding answers and after-action reports. Any indication of how the gunman was able to pull this off?
Well, that is the central focus tonight, but we've yet to hear directly from the Secret Service or the FBI on that specific. We know that spectators actually sounded the alarm, Kaidi, about Thomas Crooks. He was seen climbing a ladder to that roof, and local law enforcement nearby went to investigate those witness accounts. Now, the local sheriff said an officer actually made it up there, encountered Crooks, saw the rifle, and took cover since he wasn't apparently in the position to open fire. Crooks then took the shot and was quickly killed by counter snipers. Kaidi, still so many lingering questions tonight.
Yes, indeed. Anthony, thank you for that. It's now been more than 24 hours since the assassination attempt on former President